Hi there, ComTech crew. I just thought that perhaps some of you needed a little bit of a refresher for Adobe Illustrator and just the basics of it. So just in case you need it, I'm making this screen recording to show you around. So as soon as I open Adobe Illustrator, this is what pops up. You've got some recent files down here. You've got new file up here along with open if you want to open a file. This is the home page. If you don't see this, chances are you see this. Under Learn here are a number of different tutorials that you can do if you would like to learn a little bit more, or perhaps you finished a project early. These hands-on tutorials will guide you through one step at a time on various things. You can click here to view all, and there's lots here to choose from. So in case you're looking for more, here it is. For those that want to add gradients, to add depth to your artwork, here's a good tutorial for that. Anyways, I'm going to go back home. I'm going to create a new file as I would for, say, your minimalist poster design assignment. So I'm going to click New. Because it's a poster in this case, we're going to go up to Print up here. And here is where we choose the size of the artboard or the size of the paper that we're going to be using. It's the same thing. So off to the side, instead of points, let's use inches as our units. For this assignment, I've asked you to do 11 by 17 or 22, or not 22, sorry, 12 by 18. So I'm going to put in 11 by 17. You can also title it here. So let's write movie poster. I'm going to write _01 because this is going to be my first iteration. Everything else is fine because we have it in CMYK mode, meaning cyan, magenta, yellow, black color mode, because that's the way files get printed. Whenever they go through a printing press in a high-end printing kind of company, then they would use those four colors when printing all of the files. They would print them all separately, and then that's basically how it would be. If we're doing something for web, which we're not in this case, we would choose RGB color because that's the way screens present their color. We can go into further detail about that if you'd like, but that's as much as you need to know. Web equals RGB, print equals CMYK. Got it? And then we create. So from here, you're always going to see the properties panel unless you've somehow deleted it or maybe minimized it using this. If this looks totally different to you, you can go up to Window, Workspace, and this is the Essentials workspace. If for some reason it still doesn't look the same, you can reset Essentials and it would come back to this workspace. Okay? So from here, you've got a couple of tools that you'll use all the time. Your selection tool, this is the black arrow, is the one that selects objects. So say I have a square here, and say I'm going to make it a different color. So I'm going to go into the fill. I'm going to select orange. There we go. So, whoops, I've just done two. So I just click delete. So with the selection tool, I can click on the object and move it around. Great. Other things I can do with the selection tool, I can scale it. So when I grab a corner, I can move it, although this isn't going to keep it the same size as I just had it. So I'm going to undo, which would be Control Z for you on the PCs. And say I want to keep this exact proportion, I'm going to hold down Shift and I'm going to expand or shrink, depending on what I'm doing. Let's undo that, or shrink. From here, you can also round these corners by clicking. Do you see how whenever I hover over this little circle in the corner, I can click it and then I can drag it and then they're all gonna round. Cool. That's basically how that one works. The white arrow selects one anchor point, so one of these points to move around. Say I want to select more than one thing, whether that be more than one object, more than one anchor point. I'm going to click the first one first, then I'm going to click Shift, and then click another one. And now I've got two anchor points that I'm moving. Make sense? All right, same thing goes for if you have another object. Say I have one here. I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to just change the color so we can see it a little bit differently. Cancel that. So say I want to select both of these. I can either click and drag with my selection tool, or I click one, click Shift, then click the other. Then I can move them both at the same time. You can also group these objects either here, right here, by right-clicking Group, or by Object Group, in which case they're now linked forever, unless you ungroup them, which you can, again, here, or right-click, Ungroup. Right now we only have Group as the option, or right here, Ungroup. There we go. If you'd like to do something within a specific object, we can double click on it and then it's isolated within there. So say you've got a lot of different combs here, and say this is all in a group. We've grouped it, but now you just want to select just this one, but it's already grouped. To avoid ungrouping it and just changing whatever it is you want with this particular object, you can isolate the group, click the one that you need. Let's just change it to gray. Okay, and then double click out of it, and then it still stays grouped. Okay, so I think that's just an initial rundown. Next video, I'll focus on the pen tools and the shape tool. So that's it for now. Oh yeah, and then I'll do color then as well. All right, that's it for now.